Thursday in the afternoon. Thursday, I don't care about you.
Well, come again next Thursday afternoon.
Thursday doesn't even start.
Thursday night.
Thursday's just got far to go. Thursday, watch the walls instead.
We can make plans for Thursday night.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. Amazon's Jeff Bezos is seeing news anchor Lauren Sanchez. The news of the relationship comes shortly after Bezos, the 54-year-old founder and CEO of Amazon, revealed that he and his wife Mackenzie were divorcing.
In 2019, Jeff Bezos announced in a signed joint statement via Twitter that he and Mackenzie Tuttle were divorcing after 25 years of marriage.
Well, that's not exactly the way he revealed it, probably. Sanchez, 49, is also divorcing husband and Hollywood agent Patrick Whitesell. The two have been married for 13 years. A source says Bezos and Sanchez have been spotted spending more and more time together in recent months. Meanwhile, news is Bezos and Mackenzie do not have a prenuptial agreement. Yesterday, Senator Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi met with President Trump concerning the shutdown. Schumer said when Pelosi wouldn't agree to Trump's wall, Trump walked out.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, the president just got up and walked out. He asked Speaker Pelosi, will you agree to my wall? She said no. And he just got up and said, then we have nothing to discuss, and he just walked out. Again, we saw a temper tantrum because he couldn't get his way, and he just walked out of the meeting. I asked him to open up the government, that tomorrow so many people will have trouble paying their mortgages, paying their bills, dealing with situations when they don't get paid. And I said, just why won't you do that? We'll continue to discuss. We're willing to discuss anything. And he said, if I open up the government, you won't do what I want. That's cruel. That's callous. And that's using millions of innocent people as sort of pawns. And it was wrong. And then a few minutes later, he sort of slammed the table. And when Leader Pelosi said she didn't agree with the wall, he just walked out and said, we have nothing to discuss. So he said it was a waste of his time. That is sad and unfortunate. We want to come to an agreement. We believe in border security. We have different views. We've already offered the president our proposals, which has sat on his desk for several weeks. But this was really, really unfortunate, and in my judgment, somewhat unbecoming of a presidency.
At Verizon, our customers reach out to us with requests all the time, and we're happy to help. Here's a letter we got last year from a Barry O. in D.C. asking our tech crews to overhaul the phone system in Trump Tower. We figured, sure, must be for business record-keeping purposes, so we wired that whole damn building's phones to record every single call onto a server stored at an H. Clinton's house in upstate New York. Easy peasy. Later in his letter, Barry says that he's especially interested in taping calls coming in from and made to Russia. To that, we say, duh, comrade. Yes, sir, we got tons of hours of audio out of Trump Tower. Some calls were from some woman who could barely speak English, saying things like, help me and get me out of here, and he's going to deport me. We're Verizon, and we're happy to help.
Today, Trump tweeted that his meeting with the Democrats was a total waste of time. Then he was so angry about wasting his time, he sent out 257 more tweets about it. Boy, you think things are messed up now. Wait until it leaks out that Donald Trump was going to give the wall building contract to his own company. Meanwhile, Donald Trump Jr. compared immigrants to zoo animals in an Instagram post about the stupid border wall, which is kind of odd because the only person who deserves to be in a cage is Donald Trump Jr. A man in Norwich, England, has denied turning his house into a restaurant despite a giant neon sign hanging outside. Even worse, his kids can't come home without a reservation. A Florida sheriff's deputy resigned in the aftermath of sending a toy bomb to a colleague as a joke that resulted in the police station being evacuated. You know, that's what modern law enforcement needs: more comedy. A bride and groom who are both mathematicians will require their mathematician friends at their wedding to solve a math problem to find out which table they're assigned. Reason 10,217 as to why I don't go to weddings. People older than 65 share the most fake news, a new study finds, and most of it is about how wonderful their grandchildren are. A mugger in Rio de Janeiro picked the wrong victim. She was an MMA fighter. She beat him up and then autographed his cast. An Ohio teacher has been accused of masturbating in a classroom while students were present. Not exactly sure that's what they meant by show your work. A California family's surveillance system caught a prowler licking their doorbell for 3 hours. Wow, I've never licked a doorbell for more than 15 minutes. The FDA is warning that some chocolates may be infected with hepatitis. If the chocolate's in a heart-shaped box, you're okay, but be extra careful about chocolates that come in a box shaped like a liver. Time for Nobody Gives a F***. Scientists have reported making plasma that's 50 times colder than deep space. How cold is it? It's almost as cold as a debt collector's heart. Hey, debt collectors, nobody gives a f***. McDonald's is adding new bacon-flavored items to the menu. That should help us all meet our New Year's resolutions, huh? Hey, Mickey D's, nobody gives a f***. And Lindsay Lohan's reality show, Lohan's Beach Club, has been described as hard to watch. But that's only if you find a train wreck caused by the train's engineer being a drug-addled washout actress hard to watch. Hey, Lilo, nobody gives a f***. Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report for you every weekday. Be sure to check out NSS Live starring Frank D'Angelo, Tuesdays and Thursdays for NSS Live.